there's a Goa we all know. Sunlit beaches, music in the air, and that feeling of slowing down. लेकिन गोवा सिर्फ बीचेस या पार्टियों का नाम नहीं है, ये एक मूड है, लाइफस्टाइल है, जिसे यहाँ पर सुसेगाड कहते हैं। And then there's another Goa. Quiet villages, winding lanes, family kitchens, local festivals, and the stories that the visitors slowly discover. और आज हम उसी गोवा को डिस्कवर करेंगे जो पोस्टकार्ड से आगे है और एक्सपीरियंस के बहुत करीब। To understand how Goa is being shaped for the future, I am joined by none other than Goa's tourism minister, Mr. Rohan Khonte, a person who's not just a policy maker, who's seen Goa evolve, but also as a Goan, he's seen the changes. Welcome to NDTV and thank you so much for taking our time.
Pleasure.
आप पले बड़े पंजिम में, गोवा यूनिवर्सिटी में आपने पढ़ाई कंप्लीट की. You have represented Goa in sports and now a policy maker. When you look back, what is the sweetest memory which comes to your mind when you were a child and what the tourists don't see today?
Well, I think Goa has been always very different. It's been a very small community. Knowing each other, knowing your neighbors, spending time, having friends, doing those gully sports has been a part of your life which has made Goa different. We have been culturally very strongly bonded. Simultaneously, it was the hippie culture that brought tourism in Goa from the 60s, and slowly Goa became a tourism-centric international destination. Goa evolved over time. So in those particular days, right from the school days, where we used to make those small things which meant a lot, those create a lot of nostalgic moments. But development is inevitable, and tourism has today become the mainstay of the economy. So with that, we need to ensure that the growth also factor is there. We need to ensure that as Goa, we know that our culture is very strong. Be very proud of our heritage and traditions. And as things move ahead, we need to ensure that we preserve our ethos, our culture, our tradition. At the same time, give that same how to get that revive that whole nostalgic moments is what we need to do. And the whole thought is about sustainability today. So today, as a tourism minister, I can say, as I've come into the shoes, I've created a narrative about Goa beyond beaches, and talking about regenerative tourism that talks about the pillars of not only sustainability, but sustainability only minimizes negative impacts. Here we are talking about the locals, we are talking about the economy, we are talking about the environment. Right. So everything put together, this can allow us to preserve the same Goa which was during our childhood days.
But one sweet thing which you still remember and which remains the same right now, which tourists come and see?
Culture and Goa. What makes Goa different as a destination is it's about its people. It's about the people and the culture and the bonding between them. In Goa, we can say that there cannot be a culture without the Goan people. Right. And Goan people cannot exist without that culture. That's what makes Goa very different, which has been there in the past, and it's our part now to play the role of preserving it.
तो आपके लिए ये चैलेंज रहा है जो ओल्ड गोवा, जो आपकी मेमोरीज हैं एज अ गोन, उसको प्रिजर्व कर मॉडर्नाइजेशन के साथ आगे चलने की, ये चैलेंज रहा आपके लिए?
Every challenge is always taken as an opportunity. For example, when the COVID came in, everything happened in terms of the work from home culture came in. Right. We looked at it as an opportunity for working from Goa. The work from Goa culture came in. The work from Goa became Vacation Goa, and that's how we created a small fraternity for digital nomads that allows Goa to be a creative capital of the country today. Similarly, with modernization, we need to keep growing. But as we look at development, we need to look at sustainability. And that's how we have always seen a path with the growth, sustainable, which we ensure that the community outreach, the community needs are protected, the local requirements are seen, the culture is protected. And at the same time, when we look at a tourist coming in, as we want him to enjoy the place, we need to ensure that he leaves something for legacy. ऐसा नहीं है कि tourist आएगा, we want him to come in. But ऐसा नहीं होता है कि we need a responsible tourist coming in today to ensure that he enjoys Goa, but at the same time does not ruin it and go, leaves it for the next generation.
आपने बात की बियॉन्ड बीचेस की, गोवा बियॉन्ड बीचेस की, हम आगे बढ़ते. गोवा बियॉन्ड बीचेस में वो क्या एक्सपीरियंसेस हैं? What is that one thing which the tourist should come and enjoy Goa is just not about beaches, is what you have been saying as a tourism minister, and which the tourists are not exploring also.
Goa is no longer a seasonal destination. It's an all-round destination. The June to August, September time is monsoons. Goa is green. Goa is beautiful. You have lovely trails happening. You have a lovely serenity and the calmness around the villages. And it's something it's like heaven and paradise you can feel sitting around the villages. There's the inland I'm talking about. Right. So we started promoting ecotourism. As we promoted ecotourism, we realized that adventure tourism, wellness, yoga has a lot of potential, and that's how slowly Goa Beyond Beaches narrative started taking shape. कि हम लोगों ने एक तो हमें मानना है कि गोवा इज अ ग्रेट डेस्टिनेशन फॉर वेडिंग्स, तो वी नीड टू हैव अ हाइब्रिड कॉम्बो. सो जो टूरिस्ट आ जाता है तो इज नॉट ओनली कमिंग फॉर सनसेट एंड सी, बट गोवा बियॉन्ड बीचेस विच विल टॉक अबाउट द हिंदलैंड्स, इको टूरिज्म, एडवेंचर, वेलनेस, एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंटली विच वी ऑलवेज मिस आउट is the culinary. The Goan culinary, the cuisine of Goa. The cuisine of Goa is very special. Exploring Goan food has been a big experience for many people. And मैं तो मानता हूँ कि गोवा तो एक culinary capital of the country automatically in the recent years हो गया है.
आज का जो ट्रैवलर है वो सिर्फ पर्यटन के लिए नहीं आता, वो एक्सपीरियंस के लिए भी आता है, जैसे कि हम लगातार कह रहे हैं. तो उसको यहाँ आकर ऐसा क्या करना चाहिए जो आजकल वो नहीं कर पा रहा है, और या तो वो रिवर क्रूज पर निकलता है, शैक्स पर शाम बिताता है, या फिर बीचेस में रह जाता है. गोवा इसके बियॉन्ड है, तो कहाँ कहाँ वो जाए और ऐसी क्या क्या चीज़ें करें जो आप हमारे दर्शकों को और आज के ट्रैवलर को बताना चाहिए.
The culinary aspect of Goa, the cuisine of Goa is much more. We have a Saraswat food. Right. We have a Indo-Portuguese or a Catholic cuisine. We have a tribal cuisine. So एक गोवा में अलग अलग के preparation, same food in different preparations and spices is something which you will get. This you will not get on the shacks. This you will not get in any restaurant. This is something which you will find in the houses of people, where we are promoting homestay. You come and stay with the people in the rural areas. वहाँ आपको rural tourism also we are making it inclusive. Homestay is looked upon by the women in the house, so women empowerment automatically हो जाता है. She connects to the local artisans, local musicians, local communities, so local communities get enhanced. The tourist learns upon the festivities and traditions of Goa and is able to taste the right food. मतलब घर का खाना कैसे है गोवा का, वो वैसे ही हमको आपको खिला सकते हैं, and you can experience the real Goa because that is experiential. Similarly, there are some hotel chains which have come with a very different type of experiences. They are no longer the 5 stars only. They are coming with residential villas from those categories, who are allowing the same self-help group women to give their culinary to this particular aspect. तो range बहुत है, from a fish curry rice to a chicken kafrial to a lot of veg varieties. It's amazing fusion of food that is available in Goa. It's just come and experience it.
I know I'm putting you in a spot, but one dish, if you mention me, which can describe Goa.
Absolutely recommend fish curry and rice. We say it shit kodi and nuste. So it's talking in Konkani, we say shit kodi and nuste. So fish curry rice is a staple food along with kismur and along with the sambarichi kodi is something which I would say. I can see you already have a different palate. So you can feel that particular food because it's not only about the food. This is about the people. This is about the geography. This is about the history of the people of Goa. When we talk about fish curry rice, it is a part which has been coming as a part of a Goan staple food, and that's what has been very intrinsically bonded with every person in Goa who cannot stay without this food. It is a commoner's food. It is a simple food, but it's something you can relish upon. आप गोवा में हो और आपने फिश करी राइस टेस्ट नहीं किया है, किस्मुर टेस्ट नहीं किया है, तो आपका विजिट इनकम्प्लीट है.
इनकम्प्लीट है. ये बताइए, सुसेगाड हमने सुना है, यानी कि द स्पीड ऑफ अ गोवन इज सुसेगाड इज लाइक living your life, experiencing it slowly and in your own pace. There's no pressure, the city pressures which we see in Delhi, Mumbai. When you're not working, when you are not in office, you as a Goan, what do you do and where do you spend your time?
So if you ask me, if I'm out of my normal routine, I would love to go in a nice small village, nature all around, very scenic, very quiet, where you can give a lot of time to yourself, rejuvenate yourself, add a little of adventure and wellness to it, and ensure that rethinking happens in that particular space. These things are available in Goa very naturally. All you need to do is just go in that space and spend time with family and friends. So that's, I think, makes you little rejuvenated, refreshed, and a part of a whole system which says that Susagad is something which a Goan is. So when you talk about Susagad and in Goa, it's not about the speed. It's about the rhythm.
Is it only about to make Goa a clean city? It's only about appearances, or there's a deeper meaning to what's happening on the beaches of Goa, in the cities and the townships of Goa? What is it? Making it more sustainable, making it future ready? What is the thought process behind it?
We have two parts to this. One is the regenerative tourism, first in the country that we have picked up. So we are talking about protecting the environment. So we are saying the tourist can come, but he shouldn't litter. He should be respecting our culture, respecting our communities. He can enjoy the whole place, but at the same time ensure that he doesn't destroy it, keeps it for the next generation. At the same time, we need to see how we can make tourism very inclusive for the people, in terms of not only the city, but right from making it inclusive for the rural, in terms of rural tourism. And the society matters. So when we look at all these things, and tourism is the mainstay, perception is very important. So keeping the place clean, whether it is a beach, whether a road, whether the rest of the things, keeping them clean is a mantra.
एक कहावत भी है, और बिकॉज हम न्यूज़ वर्ल्ड से हैं तो हम बार बार कहते हैं कि विकास के साथ पर्यटन और प्रकृति चल सकते हैं. गोवा हैज शोन द वे. इट हैज़ मेड इट पॉसिबल दैट with modernization, environment and sustainability can go hand in hand. What extra efforts are you making as a tourism minister so that the natural resources are not affected and not destroyed?
It's a challenge, as I said. As we look at things moving, we have different verticals coming in. अभी जो टूरिस्ट वेडिंग के लिए आता है उसका एक्सपेक्टेशंस अलग है, जो कॉन्फ्रेंस के लिए आता है उसका एक्सपेक्टेशन अलग है, जो फैमिली के लिए आता है वो उसका एक्सपेक्टेशन अलग है, जो फ्रेंड सर्कल हु कैरी नॉस्टैल्जिक मोमेंट्स लाइक द जिंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा. So they want to experience those college days. So you have a lot of tourists who have come here as singular bachelors, who have come as friends, who have come as family, who has come in different forms. When we start looking at all the expectations, we need to ensure that we are able to meet up to their expectations. So infrastructure becomes very important. But infrastructure cannot be just the way you need to go with it. So like what I said, the Susagad way is a very sustainable mode. And that philosophy we need to carry with the development story. So जो भी growth होना है, जो भी करना है, we need to ensure that the local culture, ethos, tradition, everything is protected. That is the mainstay of talking why we are as Goans are different. If we are not able to protect that, then we cannot talk about holding Goa for a long time in terms of being a most preferred destination. So with the Prime Minister's initiatives of Dekho India, Chalo India, Dekho Apna Desh, the potential there and the support they're giving in terms of infrastructure, we are able to create a much more thought on spiritual tourism, a new form of tourism that we have never spoken as far as Goa is concerned. Today we are talking about promoting Goa in terms of sports. We are talking about promoting Goa in tech, software. So today Goa talks not only about sun, sand and sea, but talks about spiritual tourism, sports tourism and software tourism. That's about tech tourism, which covers widely a whole thought of digital nomads.
So hold that thought, because I will go into those details. We're taking a short break right now. This conversation, this interesting conversation about Goa continues. Well, Goa beyond beaches, that's the theme of this conversation, and let's continue our conversation. Before the break, we were talking about spiritual tourism. Till now, a regular tourist wouldn't think of a spiritual tourism or a temple circuit here. But to help out our viewers, the tourists who want to come for this circuit, what do you recommend? Come and enjoy the beaches, but there's more, and you should do this and you should do this.
Domestic tourist normally comes for 4 nights, 5 days. International tourists come for 9 nights, 10 days. This is the normal routine which we have been seeing in terms of charter, the normal tourist. We have now realized, the sense of realization of the people are tranquility, experiential, immersiveness has come into the tourist post-COVID. He wants to feel things much more.
Right.
And we realize that a lot of things when we were exploring Goa, we have missed out on the overall circuit about the rich history of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. He was connected to Goa. He is the one who protected Goa from the temples from the Portuguese. The story needs to go to the next generation. It is not only about Maharashtra, it is not only about few parts of Konkan, but Goa is there. talking about the stories of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, spending on infrastructure there, ensuring the temple which he had rebuilt during his part in Goa, it's the Saptakoteshwar temple in the North Goa called as Bicholim. We realized that there are temples which are from 100 years to 1000 years having a Swayambhu temples in Goa. This has never been known. And people who have been coming here 4 nights, 5 days, if given an additional 2 days, would love to see this type of circuits. So under regenerative tourism, we came with the thought process of Ekadasha Tirtha. Ekadasha Tirtha talks about 11 temples from extreme north to extreme south that can be covered in 2 days. Talks about a rich history, tradition, and very importantly the heritage of Goa. So this spiritual tourism will start talking about how Goa has evolved as Parshuram Bhumi, which people don't know. हमारी पहचान परशुराम भूमि से हुई थी. This is the land of Lord Parshuram. This is the land of Goicha Sahib. So you have the old Goa church which talks about the history and legacy of Saint Francis Xavier. We are talking about Parshuram Bhumi. So आज की तारीख में spiritual tourism पे भी भर दे दिया. It announces our part in terms of tourism कि वो tourist 2 दिन के लिए temple circuit पे जाए, वो अपना रूरल एरियाज में भी जाए, वहाँ का होम स्टे का भी लाभ ले ले, वहाँ का कल्चर ट्रेडिशन का भी देख ले, yoga, wellness, you can experience there, and it's a new thought which has been in a hybrid model.
But Rohanji, you're talking about spiritual tourism or the historical legacy or the multicultural legacy which Goa holds.
Yeah.
But the legacy of natural beauty, that is another thing which beyond the sea and the beaches, there's more natural beauty to Goa than what we see in a postcard.
Absolutely.
So what all the tourists should do, which part of Goa they should go to see the waterfall, the jungle exploration, trekking, what all is there?
Goa is very well connected. The 2 borders of Goa, we are between the Western Maharashtra and Karnataka borders.
Right.
We are not only Goa, we are the west coast. We are talking about a bigger spread. And as a west coast, having connectivity of road connectivity, connecting north to south is not a big issue. Your whole part is about 90 to 100 kilometers from north to south Goa. So that allows the tourists to come and explore in different forms. Whatever forms we have, including the time of the whole year, we have a calendar for showcasing our heritage and culture. Like February is a month of carnival, March is for Shigmo, June you have a mud festival. Similar like Tomatino in Spain, you have a mud festival, right, which is linked to Lord Krishna. Then you have São João, it's a Catholic festival which is linked to Saint John the Baptist. So many things which have been there culturally bonded in Goa, for which Goa has been known for but never showcased. So tourists को options मिल जाता है. So we are needed to ensure that necessary infrastructure in this location, this part is also created, and that's what I said. We need to keep growing with the growth pattern. हमें ये देखना है कि economy और employment की तरफ से Goa is dependent on tourism, not mining. We need to ensure that the overall thought process is available. So आपको शादी करना है, कहाँ जाना है, Goa. So anything and everything you need to talk about. When one Goa speaks, the whole thing rotates about your world, which you would love to come and experience in a very calm manner, which is very unlikely to have that experience in any other state of the country or any part of the world.
Next 5 years, how is this industry going to change and how much Goa is going to change seeing the tourist inflow?
Tourism in the country is going through a big change with the support of the Prime Minister. His whole thought process of technology, trade and tourism has given a new thought in these 3 sectors. Goa already is a preferred destination. We need to see how we can keep growing this thought process, but in a very sustainable manner. With the growth story in the next 5-10 years, we cannot lose our identity. We cannot lose our culture. We cannot lose our ethos. We cannot lose our tradition. And that is the challenge which we have, that as we start keeping this growth pattern, talk about quality over quantity, talk about responsible tourism, the support from the tourists coming, from the center coming in, connectivity challenges which are there internationally from emerging markets to convert them into realization of good tourists coming in. The Dekho Apna Desh potentially, how we can convert the good tourists coming into Goa. As we take these challenges ahead, I'm sure with the help of the center and the vision of the Prime Minister and along with our Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant, I think we will create a proper thought plan, a plan which will be there to sustain the tourism industry for the next number of years. You can see new investments coming in that talks about a growth story. You can see new thoughts coming in to explore Goa in a different manner that talks about a new tourism industry coming. And this we call it as Tourism 2.0.
Thank you so much, Rohanji, for taking out time, and this conversation will help a lot of tourists, domestic tourists as well as international tourists to explore Goa. beyond beaches, beyond sun and sand. Well, that's the Goa story, it seems. Open the doors to the world, but रूट से जुड़े होकर, ज़मीन से जुड़े रहकर, अपनी संस्कृति से जुड़े रहकर.